Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing something a bit different. We're going to be reviewing some F1 cars. Now these are some things that Dad has bought.
Have?
Yes, you've bought these cars.
I've spent £120 on the 6 cars. About that 120 quid they come out to.
It is about that.
Yeah, 19.99 each. I think that one was
Actually,
that one was 22 because that was from the Lego shop, and that one was 22 from the Lego shop. I'll go with that one.
Okay.
And then the others, I think that was 17.99, 17.99, and 16.99.
Actually, no, this was a cheaper one. This was the one that came from Amazon Warehouse, I'm pretty sure. One of these came from Amazon Warehouse.
Yeah.
So that was cheaper.
Well, it's still a lot of money.
Yeah, still a lot of money to be spending. And one of these is different. The McLaren one is not part of this range.
It's last year's.
And it's a bit smaller for some reason.
And you could also tell by looking at the back spoiler, and the front's different than the others. The build's very similar. What I will say about these before Max goes into them is they are the ridiculous fiddly and put together so badly it's untrue Lego I've ever done.
You
couldn't roll it across the carpet, because if you roll across the carpet and it hits something, it's going to snap into about 7 pieces.
Yeah, it's a very complicated build, and it seems like Lego, even though they've made all these small pieces, just isn't really good for that.
But to be fair to Lego, they did reproduce the car, because it does look good.
Does it?
The cars look good. The cars are a decent representation of the cars today.
Yeah, F1 cars. Also, I think the tyres, the back tyres on these are actually bigger.
Yeah, they are. They are on the F1 cars.
Yeah, but they aren't on this one.
Oh, no, on the McLaren, no, probably not.
So, yeah. So, without further ado, let's get... So, these are kind of similar builds, but there are some differences between the two. Let's start off with the older one, the McLaren. So, this is a McLaren F1 car. This is McLaren, and it's also got, obviously, a bunch of sponsors on it.
Yeah.
Like a bunch. So Lego must have needed to pay for a lot of rights for this car, mustn't they? It's got all the stickers. It's got a bunch of stickers that are on the car.
It's got the actual sponsors from the actual car. Yeah.
So yeah, you've got a bunch of them here. You've got Chrome. You've got the music company or whatever.
Yeah.
And you've got the
OKX
thing. Yeah, you got all the sponsors. It rolls along nicely. It's got these very interesting tyre molds. They're like rubber, but they're like slicks. They're actually like slick tyres.
Yeah, they are. They're to represent.
But there's the first witness of the build quality, the stability of these.
Because that's just fell off.
Yeah, it's just fell off.
So if you look at the tyre, they've turned it round. The tyres are actually a decent representation. So this one's with the yellow tyres. Obviously, if you're into Formula 1, you know that it's on mediums. And I think most of them are on mediums, apart from the GOAT himself, which you see on reds, is Mr. Verstappen. And I think the Mercedes is on white, which is Habs.
Alright, so these are on mediums, but the back tyres, unlike the rest of these, aren't bigger than the front tyres, because this was an older model. So you actually look at the building things, you've got these things which are on like the little stem pieces that could sometimes use to be eyes, these pieces there for detailing. If you look at the top, you've got the smooth thingy, and you've got this bit which
is weird and just like is on. Look at it can put it. It just moves about because it's not properly clipped on. It just goes onto a clip that it can push about on. It's just one of the worst bits.
There is the rear spoiler, which is a different design to all of these other rear spoilers, and the front is slightly different. Instead of it being clipped in, it's just this and this. And you're supposed to like put this like this or something. It's not like a proper clip.
No,
there.
It's pretty.
Unlike
pretty.
The other ones.
I don't know. Like I said at the beginning, they were a good representation of. They look like the cars, which is what they were meant to look like, and that's why I like them. They look like the F1 cars.
Yeah,
as you can tell, I'm very much into Formula 1.
Yeah,
so.
And then you've got the mirrors there. Yeah, as the spoons.
The spoons.
So right, which next one should we go to?
Let's do the Red Bull.
Red Bull.
An RB24. Let's have a look at the Red Bull.
Yep. Considering this is
the GOAT's car. So, the RB, probably this one looks maybe, well, I don't know if this is least like it, the colours aren't right and stuff like that, but it does look decent. I don't think the colours are right on the car, but...
I think this is supposed to be Verstappen's car, but it might be the other ones.
You don't know, there's no number on it, they don't tell you whose car it is. None of them have got numbers on, which I find a bit strange either. It must be because they'd have to make 2 then of each Red Bull. If you're a Perez fan, when this was made, obviously that was a Perez.
Also, this
season, it could be anybody driving that car because no one knows who's going to second driver will be this week.
This one's got a bigger back.
Yeah.
This has got a different back on it compared to all the other cars that you're about to see. And this one actually has these little...
Yeah, which is on all this year's models.
So you've got the front, you've got the nice thingy front. Moving on to this area where you've got a clip holding this at an angle, like it should be.
Yeah.
And while this minifigure is just uses a regular helmet piece, this one actually uses a new helmet piece.
Yes, it's got a new helmet, that one.
Yeah, it's got a weird back to it.
Yeah. So
to be honest, this is more accurate to the actual F1 drivers' helmets.
Yes, that one's been made so it fits against the Lego brick.
I'm pretty sure it has been, but I don't know why it looks like that. That's not what F1 helmets really look like.
No.
But yeah, you can see the back. This has got a more flat.
Yes, it's very much flatter.
Yeah, design. This is actually the most flat design out of all of these.
Yeah.
And if you look at the back, you got this thing right here, and you got the spoiler,
and the rain light at the back,
and it's on slicks.
Yeah.
As said. What shall be the next car?
Maybe have a look at the worst build, which is the Ferrari.
Ah, yes, the Ferrari.
Which is just, I don't even know what's happened here.
Right.
They didn't even build it like the others. This has just got some of the worst Lego building things I've ever seen.
Right. So the car, I'm holding this for a reason.
Because it falls off.
Yeah. So the car, it looks like the other cars. It's got a bit of a different side to it. It's got more detail. It's got this that can move, and it's got the back and stuff. You got this thing here again. The back looks pretty similar, and stuff sponsored by HP. Oh, this one's sponsored by Hard Rock Cafe. The Red Bull sponsored by Hard Rock Cafe
and Tag
and Visa.
Visa, yes, because Visa is a huge sponsor actually of the Red Bull team.
And then Ferrari sponsored by HP, Shell, and Santander.
Santander, and still are sponsored by Santander today.
And this just comes off.
It doesn't actually fasten; it just goes in a hole.
And these doors are supposed to hold it in.
They're supposed to hold it in place.
But it doesn't really.
No.
And it's just stupid.
Also, if you look, it's the only one where the helmet doesn't rest against something.
And it's the only one with coloured headlamps. Is the Ferrari supposed to have coloured mirrors?
Yes, it does have
okay.
red mirrors on the Ferrari, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so yeah, here's what it looks like. It does have a nice design on the side. It's also got Ray-Ban sponsored.
Yeah. Very, very, very sponsored car.
As all these are.
Yeah. As all these are indeed.
Yeah, and you move back to here. Next car.
The next car we'll have a look at is one of my favourite looking cars, which is the Alpine with BWT on it.
Yeah.
This is a really nice looking car.
This car only has Alpine, BWT and Ultimate. This car's the least sponsored because it doesn't really... I don't think Alpine's known for winning races, are they?
No, not at all. Not at the minute, and they're having a pretty bad season. But they have some incredible... they've got a couple of decent drivers that just don't win anything because of the car.
So starting with the front, you got the front design, and you got a couple of sponsors there. Alpine, BWT, you got the thingy, same thingy. Really nice colours on this car.
Stunning colours on the Alpine.
Yeah, the blue and pink's really nice.
I'm guessing that Lego haven't bought all the sponsor deals for the Alpine because it's not got any of the real stickers on it. It's only got the BWT sticker. If you look at everything else, it's just an Alpine sticker. But yeah.
Yeah, and then you've got the BWT there. You've got the tyres, which are mediums, like the Ferrari. And look at the front. It's got these designs, which all of them have, apart from the... Again, this is where the McLaren's different.
Yeah.
It doesn't have these little things for, I'm assuming, aerodynamics. I don't know what these are for.
Excuse me?
If it's on the car, it's for aerodynamics,
yeah.
most likely. You've got this thing, and you've got the back. Same thing in the back. And, yeah, nice looking car. So now, which are the main two?
Let's have a look at the Mercedes.
The Mercedes. So this one is...
Probably George Russell's.
Probably.
Who I dislike immensely, but we'll not go into that one.
But you dislike more...
Lewis Hamilton.
Yeah.
Not anymore. I don't mind him as much.
Oh, dear.
Since he's now left Mercedes. But yeah, the Mercedes is a good looking car. It's a really nice looking car. Again, the colours are miles out on this one.
Also, Mercedes actually made a car that you can actually drive on the roads.
Yeah.
using this colour scheme.
Yeah.
The AMG one. AMG one.
Colours are miles out on this one. This isn't. Again, it's not one of the best ones, but it's a good representation. Shape overall, are just disappointed with the colours. And actually, what's clever is these are not stickers; these are bricks that are being put in place to do the thing.
Yeah, that is cool. But the colours aren't right, really.
No.
I don't think it's really supposed to have much red on it, is it?
It's got a little bit of red on.
But I don't think it's got
just
this much.
It's hard to do silver in your Legos. So.
Yeah, because it's silver on this one, but it's just light grey here.
But it's a nice looking car. That one's actually on hards. I don't know who decided what colour tyres to put on them. When we get to the end of this, there's a couple of things that I want to talk about that I think they should have done and included in the set.
Yeah.
But,
and also, on the this is also on the Aston Martin. This, where the little back end is, actually uses a blade piece.
Yeah.
And just goes in there, unlike the other ones where it's just together. Interesting distinction. I don't know why I did that. There's the back, sponsored by
Patronus mostly.
Patronus and Ionos. Oh, I don't know how you pronounce that. I've never
seen.
I've never seen half of these companies in my life. I'm not gonna lie to you, mate. Also AMD.
AMG.
AMD.
Yeah, they are AMD. There's a couple of AMD sponsored cars around.
The best CPU company, because Intel is not doing the greatest right now. And now,
lastly,
we have one left, the Aston Martin.
Again, beautiful looking car. Colours miles out once again, but I don't understand why they've got this so wrong. You can make metallic Lego parts. We've seen them, so I don't understand why.
They don't make that green.
Well, they could have made one. They make Lego for everything else.
Yeah, but they don't. They only have metallic colours of like gold, silver, and metals. They don't have metallic colours of things like green stuff, which they really should.
Yeah.
It'd be really cool to have like a metallic green. It would make this car look so much more accurate. And is it supposed to be this bright green?
No, it's like a
darker green.
It's like, it's Aston Martin green.
Yeah, it is. It's Aston Martin green. Starting with the front, sponsored mostly by Amoco.
Yeah.
And some other companies here. You've got the front end, which is the same as all of them. Also, all of them use a controller piece for
the steering wheel.
But it's not the Prime Empire controller piece. It's a different controller piece.
Controller piece, yeah.
Prime Empire controller piece was released in season 12 in Ninjago. We've got the headlights, you've got the design on the side of the car, and then you've got the blade piece that I was just talking about. You've got this, Amoco and Velour.
Yeah.
At the back there. Yeah. These all look, again, quite similar, but there are some little distinctions that I can talk about now. So the sides of them are basically all different, especially the McLaren. The front ends, although are basically the same on all except the McLaren. The front ends are all the same. The back ends are very similar, but the middle bits are where they really have their own sort of slightly different designs and stuff. So you said you had, well, first of all, value. Let's just do this. Get us out of the way.
4.
Yeah, it's not like value. It's not really great value.
Not many parts. 220 parts in 220 to 240, something like that.
And
most of them are little one pieces. So no value, terrible.
Yeah, value terrible.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Build horrible.
As you said before.
But the main problem with them is the fact that they don't have movable front wheels, so the wheels don't move. It would have been so easy for Lego to make the wheels twist, so your front wheels moved. The helmets.
Yeah, they've done it before. Max from the future here. We forgot to talk about these things. These are like holders for the F1 cars. They go on your wall, and you put the front tyres on these here.
They're actually very good.
Yeah, they are actually very good. These are just free printed. You can just buy them on Thingiverse.
Yeah.
And you have free printer.
Download it on Thingiverse if you've got a printer. It takes about 50 minutes to print 10 of them. And they are £13 on Amazon.
Yeah.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, exactly the same. If you have an older printer, it might take a bit longer, but, you know, if you have one of the new ones.
But yeah, we just wanted to tell you about that. So back to the main video.
Yeah.
And let's see what Max is doing there.
Yeah.
No, the helmets, one of the coolest things you get with these cars are the helmets. So why didn't they give you a spare? You could have had the spare helmet when you displayed it next to the car.
Yeah.
They don't give you anything like that. You get one minifigure, which is laughable minifigure you get, and no spare helmet. I'm not being funny, Lego. Just put a spare helmet in the thing, because it is one of the coolest parts of the build. They're not stickered, these are actually printed on. So they could have just given one of them. And the other thing is, tyres. Why didn't they just give another set of tyres? Because the one big thing about Formula 1 is you have to change your tyres. You have to run 2 sets of tyres every race.
Yeah.
So you could have displayed one of these on a slight angle with the tyres stacked up next to it and a helmet. It would have been so easy to do, and I'm not being funny, it would have made them something like more value.
So, like, for the Red Bull, you could have given them mediums as well to switch into. Maybe the Aston Martin could get slicks.
You could have
Ferrari could have gotten.
They would have something else.
Slick.
But you could have had intermediates or wets. You could have had something different. Yeah. But no, they just made it a bit.
Samey. Yeah, and there's a bunch more of these cars now. But he actually had.
I don't get it.
He sent this back. He's sending this back because within the Amazon return window, but he just decided no, it wasn't worth it. This is the
Haas.
Yep.
So
Awesome.
This is the Haas, and I am sending it back because I built 6 and thought, what am I doing? So I'm sending this one back. I bought it off Amazon. I think I paid 22 for the Haas because I do like the Haas. And there's another, and obviously the other. They're all available. You can get all 10 cars for the grid. And obviously next year will probably change again because I think this has been a good money spinner for Lego, unfortunately.
A lot of the problems with these sets, like the no extra tyres, the no extra helmets, the no twisty rails, which would be kind of hard to do with the space, but it wouldn't be impossible, and it would be accurate.
Yeah.
But a lot of these problems stem from Speed Champions, which is the theme that these come with, which have nothing to do with the minifigures. There's no extra bits, they're just the cars.
Yeah.
And when that's these cool sort of actual real life cars, it's actually kind of nice, because a lot of these cars, for how small they are, shockingly accurate.
Yeah.
But for these, there's not really much reason here. They all look quite similar. Sure, they have their own different colours and stuff, but again, they all look quite
because they
similar.
have to, because the whole F1 cars are made to a standard to race to a
there's no
standard.
tyres to switch to, and there's no helmets to just display on their own.
Yeah, I find that a little bit. Come on, let go. You're just greedy now because there has to come a time where you just give back a little bit, or just give someone what they want. I don't know if you. I don't think Lego realise how big Formula 1 is.
It's huge.
I don't really think they do. I think they just built these, like Max said, because they've got this Speed Champion range of cars, and there you go. Look at that. That is a perfect example. You should actually have a steering wheel as well. I didn't think about that, but can you see there? By the side of the car, we have a steering wheel and a helmet. Because they're the first 2 things that come out of the car when they get out of the car. Yeah. Takes his helmet off, takes the steering wheel out of the car, because they're obviously removable steering wheels. Well, how big a job would it be to give some spares of those? Yeah. But they don't give any of those. No. All you get is some spare hair, because if you don't want to put the helmet on, you want to put the hair on, you can put the helmet down the side.
But these aren't real players, so it doesn't matter.
So, I've spoken enough about it.
Yeah. So overall,
it's a very long video for a short subject, really. But
yeah, overall, this is sort of my dad's territory here. I'm just seeing these sort of builds, and as builds, they're just a bit boring, a bit bland. They're all kind of the same, but yeah, it seems like you're quite disappointed in Lego with these.
I am disappointed. I bought them because I'm an F1 fan, but yeah, disappointed is the word.
But the Technic sets that they've released for the F1 are a lot cooler.
Oh, there's so much money.
Generally, yeah. There's like a couple of small ones, but like they have like pullback ones, and because the Technic, they can like go into thingies. There's not like minifigures and stuff. They're just really cool because like really big ones.
What I wish I'd done for them, cost of them 6, 7, because I've sent one back and I've got money back on it yet. I could have bought a Technics Red Bull, which is what I should have bought.
Yeah, because favourite team.
So I should have just paid 150, I think it is, on the Red Bull, and then be done and have a nice one. And they're decent size. I think they're about 21 inches, so it is a decent size. But it looks fantastic. It's got movable front wheels, obviously, and it has loads of space. So I'm done.
Yeah, but before we go, we must ask you to subscribe.
Thank you very much to all the people that subscribed between this video and the last video.
We are trying to get to 500 subscribers by the end of the year, hopefully, and also like the video. It gets it into the algorithm, and also maybe comment. You know, see how you feel about the video, see how you feel about these sets.
Yeah, let us know. Please let us know down below, because a lot of people don't comment. Just let us know what you think of them. Do you think they're good? Do you think they're good value? And let us know. Thanks ever so much for watching.
We'll see you next time.
Bye.